Assalamu alaikum everyone. So welcome to our new topic, which is summary writing. So we have this week we have like covered a lot of things, and we have covered the grammatical part as well. Now let's move on to the summary writing. And I don't know about you people, but I have been kind of excited about teaching you summary writing because I'm looking forward to your summaries. Obviously, we have our own limitations because of online classes. I miss this one-on-one interaction with you people, and we cannot just discuss your books together because assigning books to my students, or making them read different books, and different people are reading different books, and then having a discussion with them on those books is one of my favorite activities that I have done with my previous students. But आप लोगों के साथ circumstances कुछ अलग रहे, but still I am very much excited for this topic because not particularly after this topic, ये तो summary writing है, आपके course outline का part है. इसमें आप एक text की summary कैसे करते हैं वो है, but इसके next वाले topic में जो इससे advanced है, that is book summary और book review, जो कि आपको as an assignment करना है. तो उसमें obviously इसके बाद हम उसमें move करेंगे, and then you'll be writing your summaries, and I'll be reading that the different books that so many students have read, and आपकी summaries के through I'll come across so many new books, so maybe I can have a new reading list for me. क्योंकि बहुत सारी बच्चों ने ऐसी बुक सेलेक्ट की होंगी कि मैंने नहीं सुनी होंगी या मुझे नहीं आइडिया होगा. So that is a very exciting activity for me. I get to read people's opinions about different kinds of books, my students' opinions. So that is very different, and it's the activity that I really love. So let's begin with our topic of summary writing. Please remember that this is different from the kind of summary that I expect you to write for a book. ठीक है, वो ज्यादा कनेक्टेड आपका नेक्स्ट वाला टॉपिक है, बट ये जो है ये आपके बेसिक्स फॉर्म करेगा. So for having the basic idea of what a summary is and how you actually, the process that could help you write better summaries, and that can help, that can make summary writing easier for you, you have to have this basic knowledge. So ये basic आपको एक idea देगा कि करना क्या होता है summaries. ठीक है, so let's begin. अच्छा जी. Okay, so before now you know that you have to summarize a text. Assignment तो एक book summary है, वो एक अलग चीज है, मगर paper में मैं आपको text की summary दूंगी. So in order for you to write a good summary, you need to have a very clear understanding of the material that you're working on, right? So you have to know what is the text, what is the type of the text, who has written it, what is the text about. So you need to have a very clear understanding of your text. तो जब तक आपको अपने टेक्स्ट समझ नहीं आएगा, जब तक वो राइटिंग आपको समझ नहीं आएगी, जब तक आपको टेक्स्ट के बारे में पता नहीं होगा, you wouldn't be able to summarize it properly. ठीक है? Always remember that you have to summarize whatever is there in the original text in your own words. So summary is always in your own words. It's your own, it's a story in your own words, right? Okay, so the first step is skimming the text, right? Now what is skimming? आप सबने reading की होगी, करते होंगे, तो उसमें दो, if you can see this picture, there are three words that are written. There are three things that are mentioned here. This stone on the second line left, the last one, it's written skimming, and there where this person is looking very clearly into something, that is scanning. ठीक है, तो जो फास्ट रीडिंग टेक्निक्स होती हैं कुछ, ठीक है, वो बच्चों को सिखाई जाती है. Obviously, चूंकि ये इस वाले कोर्स में रीडिंग का कंपोनेंट से ज्यादा इट्स ऑल अबाउट राइटिंग, दो आई ऑलवेज नो दैट बोथ ऑफ देम आर कनेक्टेड, लेकिन हमारे अपनी टाइम लिमिटेशंस है, हमारे अपने टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट्स हैं. तो मैं जितनी इफेक्टिव या जितनी चीजें आपको बता सकती हूँ वो मैं कोशिश करती हूँ, बट ऑब्वियसली आई कैन नॉट टेल ईच एंड एवरीथिंग विद इन सच अ लिमिटेड टाइम पीरियड. ठीक है ना? अच्छा, तो कुछ फास्ट रीडिंग टेक्निक्स होती हैं जो बच्चों को बताई जाती हैं. समरी में अब आपको ये बताना जरूरी है, तो मैं इस बात को रेफर कर रही हूँ कि when you just skim, एक टेक्निक होती है skim through the text. For example, मेरे पास ये टेक्स्ट है एक, अब ये एक चैप्टर है, एक बुक का चैप्टर है ये मेरे पास. आई वॉज रीडिंग इट बिफोर योर क्लास, बिफोर रिकॉर्डिंग, तो इसलिए यहाँ पे पढ़ा हुआ था, सो आई जस्ट पिक्ड इट अप. Now I have this chapter. Now what would if I just need to have a basic idea कि what is this chapter about? Maybe अच्छा, इसको ऐसे सोचिए कि आप कोई चैप्टर सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं, आप देख रहे हैं कि आपकी आपका जो टॉपिक है या आपका जो सब्जेक्ट उसमें आपको हेल्प करेगा नहीं करेगा, या what is this text about? आपको कोई टीचर ने टेक्स्ट दिया and you just have to see what is this about. तो वो एक फास्ट रीडिंग टेक्निक होती है, यू जस्ट स्किम थ्रू इट. सो आई जस्ट गो थ्रू इट. ओके, आई गो थ्रू द समरी. इधर समरी दी हुई है, दिस चैप्टर इज आइडेंटिफाइंग अ रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम. आप उसमें मत जाएंगे, रिसर्च की बुक का चैप्टर है. तो आई सी कि अच्छा, दिस चैप्टर इज अबाउट आइडेंटिफाइंग द रिसर्च चैप्टर. अच्छा, इसमें हेडिंग क्या दी हुई है, मैं हेडिंग्स को देख लूंगी. व्हाई इज अ रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम इंपॉर्टेंट, हाउ डज रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम डिफर फ्रॉम अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द रिसर्च, ये हेडिंग्स है. फिर ये कुछ टेबल्स दिए हैं, फिर हाउ शुड द प्रॉब्लम बी रिसर्च्ड, ये कुछ हेडिंग्स दी हुई हैं. तो आई व्हेन आई एम जस्ट स्किमिंग थ्रू द टेक्स्ट, आई वुड लुक एट द टॉपिक्स नेम, I would look at what the topic is about. I'll go through the subheadings, I'll go through the different sections जो इसमें है, and I'll see what type of a text it is. So skimming basically helps you just have an overall idea of what the text is about. Now I have these books with me and I have to choose one book. So I'll just skim through it. Maybe I'll read this. This is the book that I'm reading right now, Zulekha. So I'll just read the summary. I'll just see the table of contents. I'll see the different chapters. I'll go through the subtopics, subheadings, which means the chapter's name here. And I'll see what the book is about. What is the type of, what is the genre? कौन सा genre है ये? What is the genre? किस के बारे में है? किस subject के बारे में है? किस subject को deal कर रहा है? So I'll just go through it. I just skim through it. So basically, the first step is that skim through the text. ताकि in the first stage you have an idea of the kind of text that you will be dealing with, right? So if there are no subheadings और वो एक बस text है, तो just divide it into section. देखिए हर paragraph का topic sentence पढ़ लें कि क्या paragraphs में है क्या, और overall try to figure out what is the type of the text, what type of text it is. Why? Because in this way you will be able to identify important information, right? So ये preliminary step है. Okay, now the other part is, which is not mentioned here, is scanning. Skimming is when you're trying to just have an overall idea of the text. What's the text about, the nature of the text, the topic of the text, the aspects that have been covered. That is skimming. But scanning is different. Scanning is when you're looking for specific information. टेलीफोन डायरेक्टरी होती थी पहले जमाने में, मतलब इतना भी पहले जमाने नहीं, कुछ टाइम पहले, और उसमें टेलीफोन डायरेक्टरी में लोग किसी एक कंपनी का मुझे नंबर ढूंढना है, तो अब मैं स्किप नहीं कर रही हूँ, पूरी डायरेक्टरी के थ्रू नहीं जा रही. अब आई नो कि मैं मुझे इस वाले सेक्शन में जाके इसका नंबर निकालना. तो स्कैनिंग इज जब आप कोई स्पेसिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन लोकेट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, दैट इज स्कैनिंग. डिक्शनरी में मुझे ऑब्सोलीट एक वर्ड है, उसका मीनिंग ढूंढना है, तो मैं पूरी डिक्शनरी को स्किम नहीं करूंगी. I'll go to the alphabet O. I'll see on which page number is it, and I'll go, and then O के बाद obsolete OB. So I'll go to that section. I'll find out the meaning. So scanning is looking for specific information. So let's suppose you're writing your summary, you're preparing to write your summary, and you remember that there was one chapter in the novel that I read, और उसमें that chapter was all about that character, और उसमें कुछ ऐसे dialogues थे, उसमें कुछ ऐसे questions, कुछ ऐसे dialogues, कुछ ऐसी statements थी जिसमें character के बारे में पता लग रहा था. So probably I should go there. Because now you're looking for specific information. You're not just randomly skimming through the text. You know what you're looking for. So skimming and scanning are two very important fast reading techniques. So when you're skimming, you're just going through the text. When you're scanning, you're probably looking for a specific information, right? So whenever you're preparing to write a summary, you have to read first. You have to have a better idea of the material you'll be summarizing, and for that you need to note the subheadings, the different sections. You need to determine the type of text it is, and you need to identify the important information, right? Okay. Now you're preparing to write. Again, you're in the phase of preparation. Read the text. Now आप लोग शायद read करते हैं, लेकिन आप लोग कैसे read करते हैं, that also matters a lot. Whenever you're reading, please, if you could see here, I have used some highlighters. Obviously, you can't see here pencil here. I have underlined, I have circled words. I use different colors of, I just have it in front of me right now. I use different colors highlighters. So whenever you are reading, please highlight the important information, annotate. Reading में annotate is very important. Annotate क्या होता है? You underline, you take small notes. आपने कुछ पूरा एक बड़ा सा paragraph पढ़ा है, but you just put a bracket. अब मैंने ये पूरा paragraph पढ़ लिया है. Now obviously for me it's not possible कि मैं यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक की information. तो अब अगर आपको दिख रहा है, यहाँ side में मैंने pencil से कुछ notes लिए हैं. अब ये पूरी चीज मैंने पढ़ी और ये जो notes हैं, ये मेरे अपने words में हैं, right? तो why did I do that? I annotated it so that whenever I refer back to this chapter and I don't have time, I read whatever I have written. ये मेरा अपना analysis है. ये मैंने एक मुझे guidelines दी थी. मैं अपना क्या काम कर रही हूँ उससे related इस guideline को मैंने summarize किया. So my understanding, when you're annotating, आपने कोई चीज पढ़ी है, आपने अपने words में उसको लिख लिया. You're taking notes basically. So take notes of the important information. That is very important whenever you're reading. Maybe for the first reading, it's just randomly for finding basic information. Okay, fine. But then you need to have a second reading in which you have to specifically focus on what you need, the important information, because you have to summarize. Okay? Now start writing. Now, in your words, that is also, this is basically you are still preparing, but I have given the heading writing. But this is also a kind of, the preparation phase, because now write down main points of each section. ठीक है? अच्छा जी. अब आप, मैं नहीं चाह रही कि आप इस वाले को बुक समरी से, बुक रिव्यू से बहुत ज्यादा, बुक वाली समरी से बहुत ज्यादा कंफ्यूज करें. ऑब्वियसली यही सारे मेथड्स आपके बुक समरी में फॉलो होंगे, लेकिन लेट्स सपोज आपकी जो बुक है उसमें 15 चैप्टर्स हैं. अब 15 चैप्टर, हर चैप्टर के एंड में आपने summarize कर लिया कि इस चैप्टर में these were the events that were discussed, these were the details that were covered. जैसे आपके पास बुक्स है तो हर बुक में आपने देखा होगा कि एंड में एक चैप्टर समरी दी हुई होती है, एक रिव्यू ऑफ द चैप्टर दिया हुआ होता है. ठीक है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई कुड सी की आइडियाज इन दिस चैप्टर. ठीक है? तो आप फिलहाल में आपकी बुक समरी लिखनी है तो आप उस सेंस में समझ लें कि उस बुक में डिफरेंट चैप्टर्स होंगे. तो इन योर ओन वर्ड्स हर चैप्टर का मेन पॉइंट्स आपने लिख लिया. ठीक है? आप पेपर में एक टेक्स्ट होगा, उसको समराइज कर रहे होंगे, तो आप हर पैराग्राफ का मेन पॉइंट 2 लाइन में लिख लें. ठीक है? Always remember when you're writing, when you're summarizing each section, know that you only need the main ideas. Details आपको नहीं चाहिए because you are summarizing. Summary जो है वो concise version होता है उसी information का. आप कंसाइज वे में उसी इंफॉर्मेशन को प्रेजेंट कर रहे होते हैं. सो यू डोंट नीड टू गिव एक्स्ट्रा डिटेल्स. प्लीज रिमेंबर दैट. ओके? व्हाट टू राइट? नाउ दैट्स एन इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. देयर आर सो मेनी इंफॉर्मेशन, व्हाट शुड आई राइट? आपकी तो पूरी बुक है और अब बुक में क्या लिखना है अगली वीडियो में बात करेंगे. बट व्हेन यू आर समराइजिंग, you have identified the main information. मेन आइडिया आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया. अब मेन आइडिया के साथ साथ जो असल टेक्स्ट है उसमें तो सपोर्टिंग पूरी डिटेल्स एक दी हुई होंगी. मगर रिमेंबर कि आप समरी लिख रहे हैं तो आप हर सपोर्टिंग आइडिया को या सपोर्टिंग पॉइंट को इंक्लूड नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज इट्स अ समरी. सो यू हैव रिटन द मेन टॉपिक एंड नाउ यू हैव टू राइट सपोर्टिंग पॉइंट्स. अब सपोर्टिंग डिटेल्स बहुत ज्यादा है, बट विच सपोर्टिंग पॉइंट You have to choose, is something that you have to decide. So choose the key supporting points for the to support your main idea. हर detail add नहीं होगी. Do not include the minor detail. Only include the key supporting points. ठीक है? Because the key is to write a concise summary, and summary is always concise, basically. So concise version of the original text. अच्छा जी, writing के बाद go through the process again, making changes as appropriate. ठीक है? तो रिव्यू बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. मेन पॉइंट्स आइडेंटिफाई हो गया, लिखना शुरू कर दिया, लिख भी दिया, मगर जब आप प्रूफ रीड करेंगे तो आपको अंदाजा होगा कि प्रोबेबली आपने कुछ इररेलेवेंट चीजें इंक्लूड कर दी हैं, कुछ बहुत ज्यादा एग्जांपल्स जो ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट में थी. ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट में राइटर के पास वो रूम था कि वो अपने कॉन्सेप्ट को समझाने के लिए डिफरेंट एग्जांपल्स दे रहे हैं, डिफरेंट टाइमलाइन, पूरी क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर में चीजें बताई हुई हैं, पूरी डेवलपमेंट बताई हुई है फॉर एग्जांपल किसी चीज की, मगर आपको सिर्फ एक मेन आइडिया पे फोकस करना है. सो प्रोबेबली आपने कोई ऐसे एग्जांपल्स इंक्लूड कर दिए हैं, इतनी ज्यादा एग्जांपल्स या इतनी ज्यादा डिटेल्स दे दी हैं which were not needed in a summary. So you would probably identify that while you're reviewing, while you're proofreading. So always develop a habit of proofreading your documents, of proofreading your own writings. ठीक है? तो उस फेज में you will identify that I have included unnecessary details. Probably I have excluded a very main idea. So you were summarizing a book और एक बहुत ही main part था plot का, आपने वो miss कर दिया. So when you're reviewing, आपको अंदाजा होगा कि I need to include that and I need to exclude some irrelevant details, the minor details that I have included. ठीक है? अच्छा जी. Now comes writing the summary, the requirements. Always remember the requirements of a summary, that the summary should cover the original as a whole. So the main topic could be this much, the main idea could be this much, your summary would cover the entire gist of that text. So there has to be a proper introduction, there has to be the relevant detail, and there has to be a proper conclusion. You will cover the whole. अब ये नहीं कि छोटा लिखने के चक्कर में I want to summarize this chapter, I have to summarize this chapter by the end of reading it. This basically consists of 21 pages. और मुझे इसको summarize करना है, तो मैं शुरू के ये 4-5 पेजेस पढ़ लूं, और चूंकि मुझे समरी छोटी भी रखनी है, तो मैं जब समरी लिख रही हूं तो मैं सिर्फ शुरू के 5 की समरी लिख के मेन आइडिया बता दूं. No, the summary would be overall. The summary would cover the whole. अब वो मेरे ऊपर है कि how do I concise or present it in a precise manner, but I cannot exclude some parts of it. No, whatever text I have to summarize, I'll summarize it as a whole. ठीक है? तो मैं पूरा पढ़ के उसका कोई सेक्शन एक्सक्लूड नहीं करूंगी, उसको पूरा पढ़ के हर सेक्शन को दिमाग में रखते हुए जो मेन आइडिया है उसको करते. That is the key. So that is the basic requirement. Please remember that. This is very important. अच्छा जी, अब आपकी बुक रिव्यू के लिए, क्योंकि आप जो बुक समरी लिख रहे हैं वो दैट इज काइंड ऑफ अ रिव्यू, तो अभी उसको इससे कंफ्यूज नहीं कीजिएगा. ये जो पॉइंट है, ये आपका जो आपको मैं पेपर में एक टेक्स्ट दे दूंगी और मैं बोलूंगी इसको समराइज करके लिखना, तो ये उसके लिए है. बिकॉज बुक रिव्यू में प्रोबेबली आपका एनालिसिस होता है. अगर आपने मूवी रिव्यूज पढ़े हैं तो मूवी रिव्यूज में भी एनालिसिस होता है, क्रिटिक होता है, तो उसमें ऑब्वियसली आप न्यूट्रल नहीं रहते, आपका एक ओपिनियन होता है. योर एनालिसिस, ऑब्वियसली यू सपोर्ट योर एनालिसिस विद रेफरेंस टू द टेक्स्ट. आप मूवी को रेफर करके, बुक को रेफर करके अपना एनालिसिस को सपोर्ट करते हैं, मगर बुक समरी में या बुक रिव्यू में पर्सनल एनालिसिस डू एग्जिस्ट. मगर ये आपके मेन पेपर वाले उसके लिए है, जिसमें आपको एक नॉर्मल लेंथ का मैं टेक्स्ट दूंगी. इसमें आपको सिर्फ जो इंफॉर्मेशन है उसको समराइज करना है. इट हैज टू बी प्रेजेंटेड इन अ न्यूट्रल फैशन. ये पिक्चर इसलिए है क्योंकि हियर this is neither a smiley face nor a sad one, so you don't express your feelings. Okay, you are very happy with the writer's idea, you're totally convinced of the writer idea, or you're very disappointed from the writer's idea. You have to be neutral. You just have to present information the way it is. So your personal analysis is not there. Remember, I'm telling you this for the summary that you'll be doing as a text in your paper, the text that you'll be summarizing. Okay? Not for the book review. Acha ji. Now, this is a very important point. The summary should be a condensed version of the material presented in your own words. Sometimes, in my previous experiences, I have had experiences of reading summaries from some students के जिनकी summary original text से भी लंबी. तो ऐसा नहीं है. That has to be a condensed version of this of the original text. ठीक है. अच्छा, अब इस पे बहुत ज्यादा डिबेट होती है कि समरी की ओरिजिनल की एग्जैक्ट लेंथ क्या होगी. तो फिर वो डिफरेंट, आप अगर इंटरनेट पे भी जाएंगे तो आपको डिफरेंट इस बारे में ओपिनियन मिलेंगे कि सम पीपल से कि 1/10 होना चाहिए आपके ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट का, कोई कुछ और कहेगा, कोई 1/3, कोई कुछ इस तरह से कहेगा. तो बेसिकली देयर इज नो हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल. हाउ लॉन्ग अ समरी शुड बी as compared to the original text also depends on the type of the text that you are dealing, and so it also depends on your discretion. But remember कि इसमें minor details नहीं आएंगी. It has to be condensed as compared to the original text. ये एक rule है. अब इसमें कोई ऐसा mathematical calculation नहीं है कि अच्छा इतने lines का था original text तो माइनर जो होगा वो इतने लाइंस का होगा. ये 21 पेजेस का है चैप्टर. तो अब मैं इसको probably 2 to 3 पेजेस में कैसे सम अप करती हूँ? I would probably do it in 2 to 3 pages. So that is upon my writing style, my discretion as a writer, and the type of text that I'm dealing with. This text is informative in nature. इसमें research problem की पूरी information दी हुई है. So I will I'll probably try to sum up the information in 2 pages, 2 pages as compared to this one. So that depends on me as a writer as well, but it has to be precise. This is something that cannot be ignored. ठीक है? अच्छा जी. अब this is one note is mentioned here, which is again very important for you to remember, that do not include anything that does not appear in the original. ठीक है? तो ऐसी कोई बात नहीं लिख देनी जो ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट में थी ही नहीं. Do not include your own comment or evaluation. Now here, obviously when you write the book review, मैं उसका आपको अलग तरीके से पढ़ाऊंगी, or that would be presented in a different way. But for writing a summary of a chapter or a text that I assign you, you are not supposed to give your own comments or your own evaluation. ठीक है? And be sure to identify your source. Okay? Now, this is sample number 1. Let's read it together, and then I'll show you how to summarize this text. This is not a very long text, if you can see. Acha ji. It is physically impossible for a well-educated intellectual or a brave man to make money the chief object of his thoughts, just as it is for him to make his dinner the principal object of them. All healthy people like their dinners, but their dinner is not the main object of their lives. So all healthy-minded people like making money, ought to like it and enjoy the sensation of winning it. It is something better than money. A good soldier, for instance, mainly wishes to do his fighting well. He is glad of his pay very properly, so and justly grumbles when you keep him 10 years without it. Till his main mission of life is to win battles, not to be paid for winning them. Try to see what the text is about. Try to understand, try to decipher, take notes, see the main idea. So of clergymen. The clergyman's object is essentially baptize and preach, not to be paid for preaching. So what's an individual's purpose? Are they looking for materialistic gain? Are they looking for money all the time? What are they looking for? What are they searching for? What do they wish to achieve in life? Something like that. So of doctors. They like fees, no doubt, ought to like them. Yet, if they are brave and well educated, the entire object to their life is not fees. So, examples of different people. The example of a soldier, the example of a clergyman, the example of a doctor has been given to elaborate on the main idea. So by now, I hope you are able to decipher what the main idea is. Okay. They, on the whole, desire to cure the sick. And if they are good doctors and the choice were fairly to them, would rather cure the patient and lose their fee than kill him and get it. So if they are good doctors, they would probably not run after money. They would rather focus on curing their patient and losing their money than earning money and killing their patient, right? And so with all the other brave and rightly trained men, their work is first, their fee second. Very important always, but still second. So while fees or payment is definitely an important factor for people belonging to different professions, but for everyone who is rightly trained, their work comes first. That's the main idea of the text. अब तक आपको भी अंदाजा हो गया होगा. So what do you think? How would you summarize this text? What is the information that you'll choose and what is it that you'll exclude? I told you, you are not supposed to include minor detail. You're not supposed to refer to all of the examples mentioned in the original text. You got to exclude them. And also, remember, it has to be in your own words. So you are not going to use the same sentences, the same complete sentences in the exactly the same manner, or you're not going to use the similar words. You got to write it in your own words, in your own language, in your own way. Now it's for you to decide what is it to include and what to exclude. And this is the length, so it has to be shorter. It's such a long paragraph in this format. It consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 lines in this format, right? In the format that I have in this slide, in the form of this slide. So it's like 14. What did I just say? I think I said 14 or something, but probably this will be summarized in 3 to 4 lines or 4 or 5 lines maximum in this format. Obviously, when you have a word count, वो फिर आपके पास अगर document है तो आप words count कर सकते हैं. But here हम इसी अंदाज में देख रहे हैं तो ये शुरू की 4-5 lines में इसकी summary है. और summary ऐसी होगी जो whole को cover करेगी. So the main idea has to be communicated. So for you to practice or see if you can do it without looking at the example or without looking at the solution, you can stop or pause the video here, solve it in your notebook, and you can play and check it again. It's up to you. Or you can go through the first example and you can do this exercise for the second one. It's up to you. So let's look at the summary of this passage. First, the main points. So the main point, like we just discussed, money making is a common attraction in life. I said that for people belonging to different profession, money is very important, but not the only important thing. Okay? So making money is a common attraction in life for everyone. Everyone who is involved in different profession is by the end of the month or by the end of their payment schedule is looking for a paycheck. Okay, so nobody would say, no, I don't want any salary. Obviously, by the end of the month, by the end of that cycle, people are looking for a paycheck. So money making is a common attraction in life. This has been accepted in this paragraph. This was one of the main points. The other one was, which was very essential, but it cannot be the principal aim of well-educated and intellectually brave persons. So for a person who is well-educated, who is well-trained, and who is brave enough to contribute to the world through their services, they are not only looking for money. So उनके लिए fulfillment, सिर्फ getting a paycheck by the end of the month is not the only fulfillment they are looking for. उनके लिए satisfaction और contentment सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि मैं बाय द एंड ऑफ द साइकिल उनके हाथ में बस पैसे आ जाए. For a well educated, for an intellectually brave person, there are other things that they are looking for. ये main idea. अब let's look at the summary. Okay, so 5 to 6 lines. Okay, थोड़ी सी ज्यादा. Money making is a common attraction in life, but it cannot be the principal aim of well-educated, cultured, and brave men. A brave soldier prizes honor. Now you see the words. अगर आप इसको ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट से कंपेयर करेंगे तो वर्ड्स और सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर लिखने का अंदाज बहुत डिफरेंट है. ठीक है. सो अ ब्रेव सोल्जर प्राइजेस ऑनर एंड विक्ट्री मोर देन हिज पे. तो अब इसको हम थोड़ा सा एक बार पहले पीछे चले जाते हैं. द सोल्जर वाला पार्ट, द 1 2 3 4 5th line. A good soldier, for instance, mainly wishes to do his fighting well. He is glad of his pay, very properly so, and justly grumbles when you keep him 10 years without it, till his main mission of life is to win battles and not to be paid for winning them. अच्छा, अब वही बात 4 लाइन में बताई है. इसको simply we have mentioned, a brave soldier prizes honor and victory more than his pay. तो उसमें पूरा बताया हुआ है, एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है, 4 लाइन्स में. यहाँ हमने उसी आइडिया को 1 लाइन में कन्वे कर दिया है. एंड अवॉइड, डू नॉट यूज फॉर इंस्टेंस, और do not try to just include examples or extra details. ठीक है. A good clergyman is more interested in the moral welfare of his people than his return. ठीक है. अब आप clergyman वाली राइट देखें, लाइन देखें. So of clergymen, the clergyman's object is essentially baptize and preach, not to be paid for preaching. So the long manner. And so of doctors, they like fees, no doubt, ought to like them. Yet if they are brave and well educated, the entire object of their lives is not fees. They on the whole desire to cure the sick, and if they are good doctors and the choice were fairly to them, would rather cure them. So you see, so many lines have been written to convey this idea. Whereas in summary, a good clergyman is more interested in the moral welfare of his people than returns. A good doctor, or good, obviously bracket mein, values the care of his patient far more than his fees. So instead of writing it in the original text, he would prefer to cure and lose his fees than have fees and lose his patient, and we've just written the same idea in 1 sentence. Thus, will all the educated intellectual persons, their work is first, money second, money next. अच्छा, अगर आप conclusion देखें, and so with all the other brave and rightly trained men, their work is first, their fee second, very important always, but still second. तो उसमें थोड़ा सा reinforcement है ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट में, very important always, but still second. तो वो repetition और reinforcement के लिए वो बोला गया. समरी में आप इतना reinforce नहीं करते. समरी में भी एक प्रॉपर कंक्लूजन है, बट टू द पॉइंट बता दिया. Thus, all the well-educated or intellectual person consider their work first and money second. That's it. ठीक है. So I hope this idea is clear to you. Now, समरी भी समझ में आ गई कि कैसे ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट था और समराइज वर्जन उसका कैसे डिफरेंट है. तो ये आपका आइडिया अभी क्लियर हो गया. Now, let's look at yet another example and try to decipher the main points on your own before I tell you the main point. ठीक है. Home is the young who know nothing of the world and who would be forlorn and sad if thrown upon it. It is providential shelter of the weak and inexperienced who have to learn as yet to cope with the temptation which lies outside of it. It is a place of training of those who are not only ignorant but have not yet learned how to learn, and who have to be taught by careful individual trial how to set about profiting by the lessons of teacher. And it is the school of elementary studies, not of advances, for such studies alone can make masterminds. Moreover, it is the shrine of our best affections, the bosom of our fondest recollection, at spell upon our afterlife, a stay for world, weary mind and soul. Whenever we are, till the end comes, Such are attributes or offices of home, and like to these, in one or other sense or measure, are the attributes and offices of a college in a university. So this is a text. Now, what is the text about? I know थोड़ी सी language से आपको difficult, you would be facing difficulty to understand the main idea. थोड़ा सा philosophical way में लग रहा होगा आपको लिखा हुआ. तो आप try to break it into parts, paragraph थोड़ा अलग-अलग sections में divide करें, keywords को highlight करें और देखें कि क्या हो सकता है main idea. Right? Pause the video here. Try to figure out the main idea. Pause it. ठीक है? Now I'll discuss the main idea. ठीक है? अच्छा जी. So the text is about home and how does it, what purpose does home serves? किसका purpose serve करता है? So let's read the summary. Home shelters the young who are weak and unexperienced and unable to face the temptations in life. Home. ठीक है? What is home? तो ये बड़ा philosophical analysis है एक home का. ठीक है? तो इसलिए थोड़ा सा शायद आपको language difficult लगी होगी, मगर आप देखें तो summary बहुत ही simple है. Home shelters those people, those young individuals who are weak, they are inexperienced, and they are unable to face the temptations in their life. It is a center of their elementary education and a nursery of sweet affections and pleasant memories. So what does a home consist of, basically? And you see, different vocabulary has been used as compared to the original text. Its magic lasts forever. The magic of home. A weary mind turn to it for rest. Such is the function of a home and in some measure of the university. So basically the idea was that if you actually want to advance, have advances in knowledge, home is not the right place to be. It is a place where you find comfort. It is a place where you can just have elementary or basic knowledge or information. It is a nursery of sweet affections. It is a place where you had pleasant memories. And it's magical, and its magic basically lasts forever. And weary mind turn into for rest. A sad or a confused person would look back to their home whenever they are in despair, they are struggling, they're facing challenging times. So this is the function of a home, and also in some measure of the university. So you're in a protected environment. This is not a place where you would actually learn about life, right? So the place of real learning, the place where you advance in your knowledge. This is not probably a place of that, right? So this was the main idea. So you now see how the text was summarized. You see how you read the text, how you skim through the text, how you highlight the main point. And then how you have to summarize the difference in the language, the difference in the amount of quantity of information that was provided in a summary. So there was a huge difference in the amount of information that was presented in the summary and the amount of information that was there in the original text, right? So that it definitely has to be precise. ठीक है? तो आप में से कुछ लोगों को बहुत एक्स्ट्रा लिखने की आदत है and they think that writing more is writing good. No, इसको आप इक्वेट नहीं कर सकते. So for your final exams, when you are summarizing the given text, मैं summary दूंगी. Remember that. So when you're summarizing the given text, please exclude irrelevant detail and do not write too much. Keep in mind, you have to summarize, you don't have to elaborate on the existing information, okay? And for practicing, I would suggest कि आप randomly newspaper से opinion वाला page होता है, तो वो इतने बड़े articles नहीं होते. I don't have it with me right now, otherwise I would have shown you. तो आप एक छोटा सा article उठा लें और आप उसको randomly, एक तो आपकी news reading वाला purpose भी meet हो जाएगा और आप किसी भी article की बस रोज आना, you are reading Dawn newspaper, उसमें opinion वाले पेज पे जाएं. Opinion वाला पेज में ज्यादा बच्चों को इसलिए कहती हूँ क्योंकि उससे आपको अच्छी writing से आपका exposure होगा. They are well written writers, professionals. और उनका एक एनालिसिस होता है। तो एनालिसिस कैसे प्रेजेंट किया जाता है अब वो आपको आएगा। वेराज अगर मैं आपको सिर्फ न्यूज आइटम्स पढ़ने के लिए दूं तो उसमें भी वो भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, उसमें आपको राइटिंग फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन वाला जो पर्पस है वो आपका मीट होगा कि किसी इंफॉर्मेशन को कैसे प्रेजेंट करते हैं। लेकिन द रीजन आई आस्क्ड यू टू रीड ओपिनियन, उसमें एक एनालिसिस है। So through reading analysis, you'll learn to write that way, right? So that is very important. So just reading newspaper is a must for my students. I keep on saying them that I don't know how many of you have genuinely, acted upon that or have started to act upon that. And if you haven't, started from today. So get yourself a newspaper, Dawn newspaper, go to the opinions page, read any one article and summarize it. तो ये प्रैक्टिस आप पेपर तक कर लें, और पेपर तक if you keep on doing it, maybe probably there are chances you will develop interest in reading on social issues. And also students के लिए as an individual develop a habit कि you kind of keep yourself aware of things that are happening around you. So don't be an ignorant person. Be aware of different social issues that are happening around you, and for that newspaper is the most reliable source, I would say. So probably when you are doing this exercise, तो शुरू में शायद आपको structure या newspaper पढ़ना challenging लग रहा होगा, लगेगा, because you are not used to, वो language difficult लगेगी. But if you keep on doing this exercise, by the end of it, the language would become easier for you. The exercise, अगर शुरू में वो ज़्यादा time आपको लग रहा है तो शुरू में, बाद में कम लगेगा, right? So this is something that you can do for practicing summary writing. We are already do not have enough time. In 1 week, I'll be delivering 4 lectures now. Because it's already the mid of November, and in December's first week, you have your final exam. So हम एक week में 4 topics कर रहे होंगे 40 minutes के, right? So in 1 week lecture, we'll be covering 2 weeks lecture. तो इतना time नहीं है कि हम चीजों को repeat करें, but practice जरूरी है. So keep on reading, keep on summarizing. That's how you will practice. ठीक है? So let's just have a review. In this session, we have discussed how to prepare yourself for writing a summary, reading, skimming, scanning, taking notes, highlighting, and then obviously we discussed the techniques in detail. I told you how to read for main points, how to identify main points, then the techniques for writing a summary, what to exclude, what to include is something that you have to decide on your own, and it has to be a logical decision. Then I have showed you some simple text and we have summarized it. Please इसी फॉर्मेट को दिमाग में रखते हुए समरी लिखिएगा. अगर इस तरीके का टेक्स्ट है ना तो समरी इसी तरह से होगी, उसमें पैराग्राफिंग नहीं होगी. ठीक है? बहुत लंबा कोई ये टेक्स्ट नहीं है, right? So see you in another video in which we'll be discussing book reviews, which is different from this summary. ये जो आप समरी करेंगे इसमें पर्सनल एनालिसिस भी नहीं होगा, ये ज्यादा कंसाइज है, मगर बुक समरी डिफरेंट है जो 10 मार्क्स का असाइनमेंट है. So we'll be discussing that in our next video, and these are the references. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.